If you don't know, you're probably wondering what I'm doing, pulling clothes out of a van in a parking lot. Well, if you don't know, I live in this van. My name's Julia, and I sew for a living. And I usually rent a studio somewhere, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to try and sew in the van and save the money from the studio and see if it works. And I thought, denim will be the easiest thing to work with because it's less wrinkly and I can stitch it raw, one piece on top of the other. And I thought, yeah, I can make this work. At first, I was going to make just simple denim bags, like patchwork bags. And then I thought, I'm going to make a top. And then I just went on from there. And yeah, it's working. Wait, what's this? Oh, yeah, sometimes I get something for myself. So I ended up with 10 pairs of pants, well, one skirt. And the bottom pair is nice enough to, instead of cutting up and making into a dress, I'll just sew patches onto the knees and sell that altered. So that's the other thing I do with the jeans. So it looks like I got a bunch of denim for my dressmaking and whatever else I come up with to work with denim. That is my current dress that I'm making. I've never really made a top with the front of a pair of jeans, so that was kind of fun and exciting. But I just recycle all the denim into, again, a dress like this. There's some plaid from a men's shirt, and I kept the buttons on there and the pocket. So all I have left to do for this one is to hem it. I'm going to hem it and put another big pocket on the side. And then I think this one will be done. This is the third or fourth one I've made. And I just absolutely love it. And it's so easy to sew in the van in terms of not being able to use an iron, because I just lay one on top of the other. There's no pressing needed. And I just have a raw edge. And I think that adds to it. Certain places, of course, it's not a raw edge, like there, where I've attached the hem to the dress, but absolutely love what I'm making right now, and so glad I could make it in the van. Hey everyone, so it's the following day after I've gone to the secondhand store and bought 10 pairs, well, 9 pairs of pants and 1 jean skirt. And what I like to do is cut them down a little bit to get rid of the bulk, like there and there, the waistband, and maybe this stretched material here. So I'll just cut off the legs, and then I often even cut off a lot of this extra bulk, and that way I can fit them in the van more easily. It's a very windy day on the beautiful Humboldt Bay, and everybody's just hanging out. We have our kite flyers. Bambi is here enjoying herself outside of the van. And I'm also charging my solar panel, thankfully, for the first time in days. Oh, she's a little precious girl. Little girl. A little baby. Ooh. So, yeah. I just wanted to show you, I've cut down all the jeans I got from the secondhand store. And you can see it's, it was like that. And just by cutting off all the unneeded items, and I've got now these great pieces of denim, I got it down that far. Plus, I have a little pile of pockets here, miscellaneous patches, and then cute little pockets. And then this waistband I might use for something. And here is all the bulk that I cut off. It's quite a bit. So now all of that doesn't have to be in the van. All of that's going to get stored now in my container under the bed. And then I have that to work with to make new dresses. Okay, amazingly, it fit. This is my jean container. By the way, this is driftwood for driftwood necklaces. Which I did make a couple and put in my store, and one already sold. There. One of my handmade dresses. I am photographing it to list on my Etsy store, which is in the description below. But it's so windy here right now that I had to find somewhere where I could take these photos. Beautiful garden that I'm in right now. What a lovely place to take photographs. So Bambi's down in the van in a parking lot down there, and there's some kind of festival going on with the band. It's like a bicycle festival. And it's just a challenge sometimes to find a way to do the photographs of the items I'm making in the van. Because I have to find somewhere outside where the lighting's right, there's not too much wind, there's not a trash can in the background, you know, and like I'm just in public, like twirling around, and people are looking like, what are you doing? Well, I'm just modeling my dresses in public. I'm just giddy about this. Darn it. I don't know if you noticed, but the fabric from the pockets was bunching up in the front of the dress, making it look weird at the chest. And I'm going to have to redo what were some pretty good photographs, but I guess it's all part of the game.